Hey guys, how's it going? We have a live going on today with Kade Gregory, who is the cinematographer for Rise of the Hood. So we're going to be answering some questions about Rise of the Hood, giving you guys some promotional details around that, just so you can get a better idea of what it is, when we're filming, what it's going to be about, a little bit about what I'm going to bring to Nightwing. Nightwing, what a beastly character. I've already started my research, which has begun in a very scholarly manner with watching a lot of animated stuff. So I'm watching a lot of, Batman Bad Blood, so I'm watching that one. You guys recommended the Young Justice series, so I'm also watching that one. Just trying to do as much research on Nightwing as I can currently. So if you guys have any questions as this live continues about the Rise of the Hood series, and any comments about the Nightwing character, let me know. Let me drop a little comment here discussing Rise of the Hood. Rise of the Hood. Who's playing as Jason? What does that mean? Who's playing as Jason who? Discussing Rise of the Hood with Kade Gregory. Post. Boom. Okay, let me just pin this real quick. Okay, awesome. So Kade is in. Let's bring him in. And that didn't work. Let's try this again, guys. We're going to try to bring Kade in. Kade is unable to join. That's weird. Let me try this one more time. Yeah, it's still not working. Kade, let me know if you're able to join. For some reason, it doesn't seem to be working out there. Yes, Nicholas, Dick Grayson, exactly. We are discussing Nightwing. We're discussing Rise of the Hood, a project that we have coming out later this year. It's going to be about a 3-episode web series, so you guys will get to learn a little bit more about that. Let me see if... I don't think Kade's in right now. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Let's see. Ellie the dog lover is a huge DC fan. There we go. All right, epic. How you guys doing? Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate that, man. People from Peru. How's it going, Peru? That is awesome. Hot day right now. Hot day in Southern California. Let's try this again, Kade. Live video. Go live with Kade. Okay, I think this one might work out. There we go.
Hey man, what's
Hey, how's
up?
it going?
Pretty good.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm getting you a little bit choppy, Kade. Are you getting my signal pretty well? Yeah. I'm just getting you a little choppy right now. If outside is better signal wise, but I'm just getting a lot of lag.
Yeah, I'll step outside.
Okay.
We know that works.
Okay.
Any clear?
Ellie, comment on your take on Nightwing. I would love to hear that. Clear on the signal. Signal's still it's still pretty choppy. I'm gonna see if it gets a little bit better.
I'm trying to just walk around at this moment.
Okay. That's a little bit better. I think we can deal with the lag.
Okay.
So one of the questions we're getting is, what is the storyline behind Rise of the Hood? So which characters are we delving into, and kind of what's the universe that we're really getting into there?
Yeah, so universe-wise, we're kind of touching on a few different of the comic lines. So there's one called Under the Red Hood, and we're stealing some stuff from it, as well as Death in the Family. So both of those are
Mhm.
major comic lines for Jason Todd, which that's what the question was earlier when they said who's playing Jason. It's actually a guy named John Bishop, and I actually put
Gotcha.
you in contact with him before, William.
Yeah.
Um, that's who's playing Jason Todd. And then storyline wise, we're kind of taking our own route and editing the whole versions of Death in the Family as well as Under the Red Hood, and then we're dealing with a little bit of the comic line of Crisis, which if people are fans of the comic, they'll know what that is.
Gotcha. So I had done a post the other day where I was asking people, so in terms of Nightwing, what is the must-see material? And I've started in on that. What was your take on that? I remember seeing your answer. What's your take on that?
I mean, I really like Young Justice season 2. Me and Colin both mentioned that, and then that's a beautiful suit that he uses in that, but it kind of shows his character development a whole
Yeah.
lot through the whole season because that's the first season that
Yeah.
Nightwing really comes into play on Young Justice.
Yeah. What's your take on? Have you ever seen Batman Bad Blood?
Yeah. That's a pretty good one. I definitely would recommend that one too if you watched that one already.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's one of the ones on my list. Is definitely a fun method of preparation so far. So as far as when the series begins, I think a lot of people are asking, is this going to be on a network? What's the plan for it? When are we going to be able to see this and where? Do we have any of those sort of logistic answers that we can give people?
Yeah. So ideally, we'd like to get it released on a larger platform, but as of now, we're going to go with YouTube just because. So I'll tell everybody this: we're self-producing the first 4 episodes, and what I mean
Mhm.
by that is we have an 8-episode list planned, but we're going to self-produce 4 of them, and then run these 4 episodes while we launch a Kickstarter to produce the other 4.
Mhm.
And essentially, we're going to be releasing the first 4 episodes around this time next year, ideally.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And how long are each of the episodes going to be?
We're wanting it to be about 10 to 12 minutes a piece. So
Gotcha.
about 45 minutes or so of the first 4 episodes.
Fantastic. So you mentioned the goal would be to get it on some bigger platforms. So you guys are open to pitching it to some of the different networks and some of the different streaming sites?
Yeah, I mean that's something for sure to do with, but roughly what's hard with that is the fact that we don't own the properties to the characters. So
Yeah.
that's why it's a nonprofit, of course, and that's how
Yeah.
most fan series are made. And then
Yeah.
it's coming out of our pockets. So
Yeah.
kind of just if we could get approval from DC and then partner with some type of network would be a great thing to happen. But I feel like we kind of got to do this first part ourselves to kind of show what we can do, essentially.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's actually something that you can do. You can actually the pitch would really be to DC then to sort of get the license.
Yeah, because we need approval if we even wanted to make any money off of it ourselves. So I mean, we're kind of doing this for fans, and then to, I
Hmm.
mean, kind of build a name for our company itself too. And we're all passionate about these characters, so
Yeah.
having
Gotcha. Gotcha. So how long has Rise of the Hood been in development? When did this idea kind of come to mind?
well, um, probably almost a year or so
Hmm.
now, and then I know me and you got in contact about probably 2 months ago or so,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then it started off as just a smaller project, and then more and more people started picking up into it, and then I think when Jason Font kind of agreed with everything, then we're like, okay, well, I guess if we're going to do this, let's do it right, type of deal. So,
Yeah.
and then we got in contact with you, and then having the pool of 2 Red Rangers is a great thing to have.
Yeah, our post definitely I think that we were both pleasantly surprised with how much engagement that got and how interested people were to see that. To me, the idea of having Jason Font as Batman was I thought that was fantastic because he's a guy that I get along with really well. I know him pretty well, and he's one of those guys that like I stay in contact with. So the idea of working with him in that it's perfect.
Okay, so I see some questions. They're asking about the Joker. They're asking if Joker's going to be in the series.
Yeah.
yes, the Joker's going to be in the series. If you go check out our page, Rise of the Hood, you'll see the person playing him. This guy's super talented. He's not known for anything, but we're going to have a really good twist on the Joker that hasn't really been done before, and that's something I don't want to spoil right now, but the Joker will be in the series.
Yeah. So do we have any other major characters that we can dish on that will be in the series that people would know?
I mean, we are going to have Harley Quinn,
Gotcha.
so she's going to be
Harley
a really
Quinn.
cool role. We haven't announced her like officially yet or anything, but she is
Yeah.
going to be in the series. And then one character we haven't announced yet either is Catwoman, so that'll be a interesting role. And actually, William, you don't know this yet, but you'll have a scene with her. So
With Catwoman.
yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Awesome. So we've got a lot of like the heavy hitters from the DC universe in there.
yeah. Some of them too are like mainly kind of just to show that they exist in this universe, but they're not going to be key characters for this first season, essentially. So having Catwoman pop up in a couple scenes, one of it being yours, is just going to let the people that are watching and that see the stuff in this universe know she's alive in there and can pop up at any time.
Gotcha. The thing that really hooked me on this, I mean, obviously when we were talking about it, the idea of playing Nightwing, that's something that I've thought about before and that I'm excited for. But as soon as I read that first episode, I was sold on it. It's, for everyone watching this, it's going to be something exciting. Very well written. All the characters are kind of true. They're true to character, but it's also going to be a little bit grittier, I think, than some of the animated series and things like that. So I'm excited for that. Guys, feel free to jump in with any questions you have. What was that, Kade?
We're in the process of casting Catwoman right now, and she's the woman we're looking at right now is a TikTok celebrity. She's got like 1.7 million followers on it, so it'll be pretty interesting to have her, and then that brings a whole nother fan base to the series too, which would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ellie is asking, is Damian Wayne going to be in the show?
As of now, we do not have Damian Wayne. Trying to keep the cast as tight as possible, so it's not everywhere, but
yeah,
Damian would be one of those characters to potentially pop in, just so you know he does exist in the universe as well.
Yeah.
We will have a Tim Drake, though, which people will know who that is. It's another. So Tim Drake, for you, William, if you don't know, is the Robin after Jason Todd. So when Jason Todd is killed, kind of in the comics, becomes Red Hood, one of the things that really made him distraught was whenever Batman already had a new Robin. So, and he was replaced already within 6 months.
Yeah.
So that kind of was something that really mentally causes the damage that's going on in Jason Todd's head.
Yeah, a bit of a knife in his back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nicholas is asking, will I be Dick Grayson or Jason Todd? So definitely not Jason Todd.
Yeah, you're Dick Grayson for sure.
Yeah. Good questions, guys. Keep them coming in. Any other information we can give people about this series? Anything else we can tell them? So they have a general idea of when it's going to be out. So we're looking at putting this out about this time next year. So maybe April, sometime in the spring. And it's going to be 4 episodes, each about 10 to 12 minutes long. Should be on YouTube, unless we're able to finagle some networking deals. And yeah, let's see. Do we have any other details we can give them?
Details wise, I can touch on the story a little bit. If y'all follow the Rise of the Hood page, we have announced that Red X will be a big, heavy hitter in the series, and he's actually going to be the main antagonist of the series. So
yeah,
there'll be a really cool fight between Red Hood, Nightwing, and Red X. So that'll be something to look forward to.
And where do I end up in this fight? Do I get my butt kicked? Am I the one dominating everyone? How does this go?
I mean, you'll be in the middle ground. Red X is a pretty tough guy in this series. So.
Okay. Damn. Hey, so what happens if I get super jacked for Nightwing? Is that the way? Would that be okay to play it that way, or are we looking for more of a lean athletic Nightwing?
if you do that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay.
But I mean, yeah, if that's something you want to do. And what's crazy too is from like all the pull from you guys doing like the announcements and stuff, we've actually been able to expand the crew on the whole production itself and just make it overall better. Like we've just secured a composer for the series, so instead of like royalty-free music, we'll actually have music specifically designed for the series to make it better. And this guy's actually out of London, so it'll be really cool.
That is awesome. Awesome. That's great to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as preparing for the character, I mean, besides the actual creation of the character, I am going to come in top shape. And I never end up gaining that much weight. I'm not, I've never been above 165 in my whole life. So it'll probably just be a lean and mean 165, but that'll be exciting though. Cause a lot of stuff,
that'll be good.
Yeah.
Because, really, Nightwing is the, beefier form of Robin. Like when it's kind of like his evolution. So whenever Dick Grayson goes from Nightwing to Robin, there is that kind of beefier look to him.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Cool. Then I will be training hard for that. Becca B is asking, will there be any crossovers with other DC superheroes? So we've mentioned Catwoman.
Yeah.
Any others that we're able to drop?
Well, crossover wise, I think she's meaning like different universes in the DC world. Which right now we've cast Colin the Blur to play Reverse Flash. So that is from a different kind of area in the DC universe. So having him in there will be really cool. And he's got a strong following too. And he's actually got his own fan series, the Reverse Flash Origins. So
yeah, it'll be exciting to work with Colin in that. We've done Rise of the Ninja together, and working with him, we kind of gel. I'm wondering, so will our characters have any scenes together?
As of now, no, but there's a reason for it.
Yeah, gotcha.
Kind of. I can tell this for people that are fans of DC Comics and stuff and understand the lore of it, but Reverse Flash is usually known as a bad guy, like a bad character.
Yeah.
And in our series, he's going to be more of a protector and guardian of the Speed Force, which the Speed Force is what people use to travel back in time a lot. So that kind of gives some hints at where the story might be going.
Gotcha. Somebody's asking about Commissioner Gordon. Do we have our Commissioner Gordon cast?
Yeah, we do have him. He's funny thing about that actually is he's one of my old high school teachers.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but he's got the really thick mustache and everybody says he looks just like him. We posted some teaser photos on my Facebook and people were guessing Commissioner Gordon just by what he looked like. So
that's awesome.
He's got the Gary Oldman look.
That's perfect. Gary Oldman, that guy is very versatile, incredibly versatile. I think the first thing I ever saw him in was Dracula from the Francis Ford Coppola one, and seeing that, and then you see him as Commissioner Gordon, you can't even believe it's the same guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Mateo, will we see Batman as Bruce Wayne? That's a good question.
Yes, we will see some Batman as Bruce Wayne, which means Jason Font obviously will be in the series quite a bit. Jason Font will be more of a later episode character. Like I was telling you, we're doing the 4 self-produced episodes. And we're going to try to kickstart using those episodes to release the extra 4.
Gotcha.
Jason will appear in those a lot more, but he will appear in one of the first 4 we self-produce.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, Mass Mateo actually just got his cast announcement yesterday.
Feel free to drop him in. Fantastic. So I think I saw a teaser for that. So Mass Mateo will be playing. Did you hear me, Kade?
Okay. Mass Mateo. Yeah, I heard you say Mass Mateo. Mass Mateo's a mystery character right now. We can talk about that more in detail later, me and you. But he's going to remain a mystery for right now because you and him will have a strong connection in the whole series of who you all are playing. So that'll be really neat to have.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. All right, I got to ask a personal question. So Nightwing and let's say the Red Ranger go head to head. What happens?
I mean, I guess it depends if you're able to use your Megazord or not, man.
That's honestly what I always say. That's what I was thinking. If the Megazord comes into play, that thing's pretty sizable.
I mean, it also depends on which Red Ranger too. If you're talking yours, then you both got that ninja trained background, so that would be actually a really interesting fight.
That would be pretty cool to do, honestly. If they're both suited up and going.
Yeah. Maybe we need to make that happen as a little fun teaser before we release everything. We'll do
it. Yeah, kind of like a little bat in the sun thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what would you say the overall style cinematically is? That's a good question because from the stuff I've seen, I really like the style cinematically. Like it's definitely got that Batman feel.
So cinematically speaking, a lot of my style, since I'm the cinematographer overall on the project, what I'm looking at for references and trying to build, especially the fight scenes, is I don't know if y'all have ever seen Matthew Vaughn films, but he's the guy that directed The Kingsman. He did all the Kingsman stuff. And he did Kick-Ass. A lot of those style fight scenes is what we're really going to go for with the jump cuts and the slow motion, like the speed ramps. So the fight scenes will be really, really intricate and be a big part of the overall look of the film itself.
Fantastic. That's awesome. So maybe this is something we discuss offline, but I would love to do as much of that fighting as possible.
Oh yeah, you'll get some fight stuff. Most of your fight stuff will be in the later episodes because that's
okay.
So the four first episodes are kind of establishing Jason Todd as Red Hood while we're building the overlying picture behind the next 4 episodes. So we're kind of building up to that, and that's when things are going to get really serious. So
gotcha. Awesome, man. Yeah,
you love the character of Nightwing, and then you brought up a couple of times that he's actually one of your Dreamcast characters.
Yeah. That's honestly what it is, man. Like, so discussing Nightwing, there's a couple things that really got me involved with it. For one, obviously, Nightwing's a character that I've thought about playing and that I've wanted to play for quite a while. So that was the first thing. And then seeing the suit was definitely a big sales point for me because it's just it's a great suit. And when I read that first episode, I pretty much visualized the whole thing, and I saw it all play out. And as soon as I saw that and I saw how good that first script was, I was pretty sold on it. I was like, this is definitely something that I want to be a part of. So it wasn't a tough decision from there to want to get involved with it. But yeah, that's what got me on board, man. And then when we discussed some of the different stuff with weapons and fighting, and then the idea of Jason Font coming on board as Batman, it was just, it was a no-brainer. So that's what got me hooked.
Says, what would you say will be the most challenging factor of this project? I guess really the fight choreography will be a big thing. We did lock in a fight choreographer for the series, so that's really cool. But I mean, a lot of it too is how everybody's based in different areas almost. So kind of pulling everybody together on a self-produced budget to make the best thing we possibly can with some people in LA like you or me in the Kentucky area, and then we've got some people we'll be filming in Cincinnati, and then we've got Indianapolis. So we've got a lot of different areas. But another thing that'll be challenging scene-wise, there's a burial scene that's going to be a really hard scene to pull off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true, and that comes right in the beginning.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Awesome, man. Anything else we want to tell them about before we hop off?
I think that's about it.
Cool. I think you guys got a better idea now of when this is going to go down, some of the inspiration behind it, and what it's going to look like. So thank you guys for joining in today. Kade, thanks for the time, man.
Thank you. Talk to you later, man.
Awesome stuff, man. Talk to you later.